And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta on the second part of the fourth stream, I believe. Continuing on release candidate 16, and this run was started on release candidate 6. So if anything balance-wise is different between your version and my version, it may be the release candidate that I released at the start of this run on. Doing a once-over check to make sure I'm not missing opportunities to pick up good orgs, as well as improve our guy. We do have another admin org we can pick up, so we'll pick the admin org up. Not seeing any good persuasion orgs. Well, that's a pretty good investigate org. May try to pick you up. Yeah, might try to make the investigate org up. Although my main investigator is now at 25 investigate, so I don't need it as badly. Okay, I can do this. This makes sense. Bench you. Gonna vend you. Gonna grab children on the card. So that gave us 2 investigate, replacing the 2 we just pulled off and sold. 2 science, which is just pure bonus, over where we had before. Didn't really need the espionage. This is not my espionage guy. Gained influence, boost, an engineering gear, and some science all in a 3-star. And you frequently need to pay 1 star for engineering or engineering gear, so that on a 2/2 stat bonus is nice, even if it's a 3-star. And then you, I can pick up more admin. Oh, no, not you. You want command. You can pick up more admin. Oh, no, that one's not very good. That's maybe a little tempting, but I think we got enough boost to mission control for the moment. Unless it's coming with something else. What we're really looking for is more persuasion for you. Might actually hold off and keep those spots for if more persuasion comes up. Although material science wouldn't be too bad. Okay, I'm gonna sell you. That's because I'm looking here. We've just got one that's just better. 3 science stat, 33 monthly science, 15 material science research. Or we've got the one on the bench, which is 3% material science. No base science. 1-star science. Yeah. We're going to keep this. We'll keep a science. One, we'll keep that one. We'll just do the job better. There we go. Okay. And then you can keep assaulting alien assets.
Gear up.
Let's work on the solid core. We just at the end of the last part, we did get the one that reduces influence costs. So we now are going to get much better rate at converting influence into money. So let's start doing so. That's maybe a little bit more influence than I want. Let's back off 20. So 70 investments. We're not going to be the only one vending this. Technically, the resistance will as well. I don't mind giving money to the resistance. There we go. That should buff our income going forward. Environment assignments, let some time pass. Hydro containment. That is a must-have, want right now. Because we currently have a Hydra that we are following and really want to contain.
Offering support.
Okay, we're up to 9. I'll do it one more time. Then we'll move on to the next guy.
Person of interest surveilled.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
So we're fission reactor 1, so we got a 70% chance right now that grid drive has, or will unlock. If it does, we're basically going to wait like 2 months. If it doesn't unlock in the 2 months, we'll give up and just run ion drive. But if it does, we'll run that as a preference over other early drives. No, I think I can skip bootstrap here. Boot quarter. Because I think most of the nations we might want to bootstrap. We might actually bring into coalition, into federations with like either Saudi Arabia or the China.
Target remains operational.
Ooh, roll a 99.
Where to?
Ready to go. On the way to the target site.
Okay. Are you going to do a Jupiter colony with grid drive? Also make sure you have stations with shipyards in high orbit, since grid drives are terrible thrust to weight ratio, so they can't even launch from the surface in asteroid base. Yeah, so right now we've got I don't necessarily have them in a high orbit. I tend to keep them fairly low orbit. But obviously, yeah, don't put them on the surface of asteroids or moons or whatever. I've got one shipyard at Mars. I've got what, it was 4 in intermediate Earth orbit. Not planning on trying to colonize Jupiter. I think the aliens have beat us there. I think they're already at Jupiter. Yeah, the aliens are already at Jupiter. So I'd have to have a pretty meaty fleet to get to Jupiter. Although, if I'm trying to like honeypot an alien fleet to start treading them down, that wouldn't be the worst of plans. Because they'll go for a ion drive fleet going to Jupiter, even if you're not planning on actually doing stuff at Jupiter. Because they don't know that. But yeah, I'm mostly thinking about grid drive for fighting the aliens around Earth, getting that first alien kill. Grid drive works pretty well for. And I think we'll probably go into
I
Vapor
believe
Core
they'll stay loyal to the cause.
for the actual early to mid-game defense fleet.
We've got some intel on our target.
But having something, if they say set up a observation station in Earth orbit to blow it up with would be always a good plan. Which grid drive also works really well for, because it's good
Public sentiment is
thrust to
increasingly
delta
with
V
us.
ratio.
The people
You don't
will
have to
come
carry
to
very
our
much fuel
side.
to go a distance. Well, honestly, a distance very slowly, but it'll get you there. If you do nice long burns. And then we did get grid drive. Okay. We can set that as a favorite. We will do it instead of quarter drive, so we get it going. Quarter diplomacy.
We found something.
And the Twitch chat goes, there it is, nice, yeah. We had a 30% chance to fail, and we did not fail.
Standing by for orders.
Ready. We're going in.
Ready to go.
On to inspiring the next person, please.
I'll ensure their loyalty. Offering counsel. I couldn't get through to them.
Ooh. Near miss.
I have new information.
We've moved the needle. Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Well, that is secure.
Oh, there's a space battle. Humanity First taking a swing at the Protectorate. And it looks like Humanity First won the space battle, so that's good to see.
Ready for orders.
In August, we'll have the capacity to arrest the alien wandering around China. June, we'll have grid drive. We'll look at designing a ship with grid drive. We don't have usable armor yet, and so the first couple of ships are going to be a bit suicidal. Because I'm not going to put any real armor on them. I'll probably put like one frontal armor so they don't just get hit scanned by the aliens' laser weapons, but... Alien detected, yeah. Oh, alien detected in Argentina, so we actually know where the Argentina one is as well. That one we're going to leave
Public sentiment
wandering around South America.
with us.
The one in China is a little bit of a higher priority to deal with. Seeing as we're basically in China and the Middle East.
The light that fills our skies connects the past of distant worlds to our present. It is a time machine and an eternal reminder that Earth is neither the beginning nor the end of existence. Director Khalid Al-Ashgar, speech at Oxford University.
Okay. So now we have IR lasers. We could push to visible. That's probably taking it a bit too quick. Seeing that for the tier 2 towers. We haven't even finished or the tier... Well, I suppose it is the tier 2 towers, but it goes to the tier 3 hab. But we don't have tier 3 hab, so we're not in a rush for that. I think 10 droplet is probably the mid-game radiator we want. We want laser engines where we start really doing lasers in major usage. Particle beams. Yeah, I think we might try to do some early particle beam stuff, so we might want to pick that up. We'll need this for vision drives, but that's a while off. We'll look in tech tree, make sure we're not getting myself behind stuff I don't. Yeah, I can off delay on those. We'll want that eventually, but that's a little in the future. Yeah, let's do particle beams because we might try to do some early particle beam shenanigans.
Here's what we found.
Point defense array, yeah. At some point, we'll probably need some sort of defense module on all Earth stations to keep the servants from coming up and taking swings at our stations.
Investigating alien site.
Okay, still a... okay.
Offering assistance. I believe they'll stay loyal to
Okay,
the
that's
cause.
5. Directed energy launch systems. When we've got spare research, that'll be good.
Surveillance complete.
We're winning their hearts and minds. The people will come to our side.
There's grid drive done. Probably want to do gas core fission. This is where the light bulb. It was technically the light bulb in such last run. I think we'll do them again. They worked reasonably well, and I don't think they've been futzed with enough to ruin them since we used them last. We want the torpedoes. I think we can probably try to get our first kill on the default torpedoes. Oh, I should probably, yeah, let's grab the neural engineering. And then let's, we've got what we need, I think, to design our first semi-viable ship. The Corvette, the Escort, there we go. Drive. We want something that can run the grid drive. Which obviously going to be solid core fission for the moment. Fuel cell, I think you need like fuel cell 4 or solid core 1 to have grid drive pop up. Even if you're planning on powering it with something like vapor core, you need one of those two. That's why I went for solid core, because it's easier to get to, in my experience, than fuel cell 4. At the obsoletes. Radiator, we got 2 choices. We got aluminum fin this early, or titanium fin. We want to go for the lightest one, even though it's going to cost a bunch of double metals. We're not going to bother with any of the utility items. And then we're going to go crate missiles. And then nose weapon. We only got the 10-inch cannon at the moment. So right now we're not going to bother with the kinetics. And then we want the lightest armor. Which is the lightest out of the first couple. So we went for... That's a good question. We're going to go based off the mass per nose. That's 46, 35, 31, 31. So you've won. Yeah, you've won. And then we're going to do like 1 frontal armor. And then we need enough propellant to get around the Earth system. Apparently we can do that with exactly 1 propellant tank. I don't get enough power to even expand the drive. So we're running on 1 grid drive, 1 propellant tank, solid core fission powered all with the minimum radiators and a couple missiles. This is our Ling, let's say interdictor. Ling class escort interdictor. In a 31 Delta V, it can do Earth to Mars if it needs to. And it's fairly cheap, so got a location filter on. Let's just default it to Earth. I don't want it out at Mars. Twitch chat saying Ling to reference the humble Zergling. We'll say that's the case. Rather, it's just what the game decided to auto-determine for the first name, but I like your reference. Your reference works. Okay, so space dock, intermediate Earth orbit. Each one of these docks is going to get one of these being queued. There we go. 8 ships, which is Probably enough that one of them will survive if we engage the alien fleet. Assuming the alien fleet does not look at our fleet and go like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that, and runs away. Which, I could imagine the early alien ships maybe doing that for a large number of ships.
Recon complete. We'll see what we can find.
You can't grab any more animate. Is maybe an argument to grab espionage, or to grab persuasion on you, or investigate. I think you're on persuasion. I think you can go up 24, so I could grab another admin here. I'm going to hold off because the cybernetics is actually going to give you another one. We were running persuasion on you before. Let's start buffing up your persuasion again. You're one of our espionage people. Well, you're one of our crime people, and being pro-crime apparently is very good for espionage in this game.
Offering support.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Okay, let's do that one more time, then move on to the next one.
I have new information.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We found something. On the way to the target site.
Okay, you'll be done in July. Although I do have one potential problem with you, and that is doing this upgrade, I think, takes the old one offline while it's upgrading. So I might not be able to just spam it everywhere right off the bat. Otherwise a lot of things will turn off.
Lending my expertise.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause. Person of interest surveilled.
Okay, we'll want that fairly early. We did have a dry hole earlier, so we'd like to have it not
Public
happen in the
sentiment
future.
is increasingly with us. We're winning their hearts and minds.
From gigantic atom smashers to household television tubes, particle accelerators are versatile tools. Practically, I see no reason why they could not be weaponized. Ethically is perhaps another matter. Chancellor Li Qingzao, testimony to the Central Military Commission.
See no reason why it could not be weaponized. There's a lot of things that could be weaponized, to be fair. We're probably moving towards where I'm going to want tourism and medicine, so let's get tourism going. It'll complete pretty quickly. And then we should have control of it, so we can just immediately go into it again.
Recon complete. Headed there now.
Okay, so solar mirror array should complete on the next cycle. And we'll start implementing it on our mirror arrays. Yep, fight between think that was the Protectorate and the Humanity First again. Solar mirror array is done. Let's get back to doing quarter diplomacy. Space tourism is about to finish. Okay, let's go through our stations, figure out how much, if any, spare power we have. So we'll have about 43 available there. 43 available there. Was it 43 in the first one? Or 43, yeah. So 43 because of the solar on that one is different from here, which is 40, 40, 43, okay. The power of the operations center, so okay. We'll have 15 spare there. And there we got 16 spare there. 15 spare there. And this is the mirror array for Earth. We'll come back to that one. Low Earth, we've only got a surplus of 9. 60 there, so plenty there. So 9's gonna be the number to hit. Okay. 9 for Earth. And it was like 20 for Mars. 16 for Mars. So each of these is in theory providing... Oh, and this is per solar panel too. This is going to make it a little more complicated. So it was 16 on how many solar panels? 4. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. And each of the mirrors is providing 2 memory servers. So I should be able to upgrade 2 of the mirrors at a time and not have problems. Not have things shut off. And then when they're done, they'll provide 6, which is 3 times as much, so I can turn more off. Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna have to replace one of them with a solar array as well to power everything. Oh, I didn't apparently need to do that now. We'll overwrite the dock for the moment. That way we don't have a power problem. That should solve the power. And we'll overwrite the last one with the dock instead of a solar panel. Okay, and then Earth I've got... $22 divided by 3... like 7 spare. And here we just got more power, so we don't have to necessarily worry about. So let's do 3 here. Okay, so we shouldn't be having, unless I've screwed up the math somewhere. Although they might still technically function while they're being upgraded. The little tier 1 might still work as tier 1 while you're waiting for the tier 2 to build in. Although, apparently I can see the math isn't working out. It'll be fine. When are you supposed to be done anyway? Okay, so some of the operations centers aren't going to be working because I apparently upgraded too many power panels. It's a little bit hard to mentally do the math on these solar mirrors affecting solar rays. Oh, I see where I screwed up. I see where I screwed up. It's 2 per tier. So I did twice as many as I was supposed to. It'll be fine. It's only going to be things offline for 60 days. I mean, mostly the operation centers that aren't built yet. That we don't need until they're built.
Offering assistance.
And, well, until they're actually built, to be fair.
Where I come from, we have Zeph culture. It means you're poor, but you got style. If we want this thing to make money, we need to Zeph this place up. If we put in enough windows, we can serve people cat food and have them sleep on shipping crates. The less we spend, the more we earn, hey? Chairman Soren van Wyk, recording submitted as evidence in the Pyrefest Solar Hotel lawsuit.
That's an option. That's not necessarily the best way to do that, but you can do it that way if you need to. Okay, space medicine next. We're starting to develop options for space money. That's what we're doing there. Investigate council mission. Okay, repeat and continue until we are ready to show him his inevitable cell. Then remain with the child, again public opinion boost, seize it for science, which will cost us some public opinion in China. Or terminate it. I like the science choice. We'll go with the science choice.
We've
It'll always
moved
get
the
towards
needle.
hydro containment quicker.
The people will come to our side.
Yes, what we found.
Okay, so there's the operation centers done. Some of them I don't think turned on. Okay, so the Mars ones turned on, the Mars moons did not. Fair enough. And we don't necessarily need all the mission control yet. We're going to want it for when we do in Fleet and Mars expansion.
We'll see what we can find.
Offering
Okay.
counsel.
Containment should be
I
finishing
believe
soon.
they'll stay loyal to the cause.
I think we've inspired enough on that council. We're going to move to the next one. There we go. So we're now able to capture and
We're ready
hold.
to bring in an alien.
Need to bring in an alien to say hi in the way that we as corporations do, apparently. We'll work on means to an end next in that slot.
Surveillance complete.
And that's going to be the last surveillance mission on that one, because the next mission will be escorting him to a cell. And the aliens attack in space. It is possible the visitors did not expect humanity to leave the confines of our homeworld. It is equally possible that rapid technological advancement is something they have encountered before in battles fought against other species from other worlds. And they were not entirely prepared for this event, and they were entirely prepared for this eventuality. Whichever might prove true, the outcome is the same. They are clearly angered by humanity's presence in space and have struck accordingly. Life beyond the bosom of Earth is fragile, hard-won thing, unless the alien assault has had tragic and devastating consequences. Some feel this only proves that Earth could not possibly hope to oppose these aliens. Others interpret it instead as proof that humanity cannot thrive as long as these extraterrestrials remain within our solar system. For now, only one thing is certain. No human target is beyond their reach. Okay, there's corridor diplomacy. Let's start working our way up the gas core line, so I can get the sort of the second generation warship engines I'm going to use.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
What we're doing is dangerous. People are going to get sick or hurt. It would be madness to pretend otherwise. The best thing we can do is ensure our fail-safes are simple enough that even the least skilled among us can implement them under the worst of circumstances. Director Khalid Alashkar, Project Exodus Medical Briefing.
Yeah, always good to assume that someone will get sick, so that you're prepared to have them treated. That includes the doctor, who would normally be doing the treatments. Because who's going to treat the doctor if the doctor is the only person capable of doing the treatment? Okay, so with that, what I think it's Space Commerce is the other one. Residential module, yeah. I think that's the other one we want. Unless that might be the upgrade. Is the upgrade. We already have the unlock for Habco orders, okay. Oh, 10% more space resources regardless of type. That's nice. Space traffic control, national investment in mission controls reduced. They want that as well. Yeah, I think we'll still do that one. Hello, Twitch chat. See, it's first time chat on the channel. Okay, so we can do space commerce there. That's going to take a little while, so we don't need to worry about that one finishing anytime soon. New UFO crashes on Earth in the United States of America.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We found something.
Ooh, interesting. Well, not much I can do about that. We're investing as heavy as we can, without completely stopping project work.
Standing by for orders.
Although I am in the process of doing the things that will make the science that we need to do all the stuff. You have a job. It's time to inform the alien where its nice padded cell is. 88% chance of success.
Reporting in.
You are to protect the VIP.
I'll keep them safe.
What's the up?
And then you're going to continue your inspiring on Mike. Well, start on Mike.
I'll speak with them.
Admin or persuasion? Let's do persuasion. You can always get orgs for admin. Sorry there. Hiccup. Buff your command a bit. Confirm assignments and
will help them.
time to arrest this alien.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Target in a secure location.
Target in a secure location. It is impossible to describe the sensation of gazing upon a creature from another world with one's own eyes. No words could adequately explain how uncanny it feels to see such a thing move and draw breath and turn its own unquestionably alien eyes upon us. Even had we sent a poet, they would not have been able to convey the mingled sense of awe and wrongness. The terrifying privilege of holding something that does not resemble anything else in human experience. The shape of a hulking skull, the tendrils that dance unnaturally within the mouth, the way the light plays across the flesh, textured and patterned like nothing else on Earth. Even these beings' sounds change our very definition of language. The idea that we could ever know their mind seems for now frankly laughable. Let us hope that will soon change. Regardless of fleeting encounters we or others might have had previously, and no matter what happens next, this is a watershed moment. Never to be
Our
forgotten.
security team has brought home a live subject for testing.
Ourselves a live subject for testing. Unfortunately, the Hydra servants have become aware of our actions and denounced our detainment of the Hydra as blasphemy. Oh, religious people. Okay. So we need to do research alien origin. At some point, we're going to need to figure out how to talk to it so we can get the threat reduction tax. And successful mission. Success up to 89%. We rolled a 61, so it was successful. So the protect the VIP that we did mission there was a little bit surplus to requirements, but you know, that's better than having your
Sentiment
investigate
is
person die
increasingly with us.
on a 12%.
We've moved the needle.
Ready for my mission.
Okay, what do I want you to do? I think it's time to expand our presence on Earth. Although maybe the question is, do I really care where I'm grabbing? I could just grab stuff. That wouldn't be the worst of plans. Let's just grab empty
Taking
spots.
control.
What's the op? On the way to the target site.
Means to end is going to give us more control power, or control capacity, management capacity. It's also going to unlock company engineers, which probably has some admin on it, which is going to give us even more. Gas cores in September. We've got fleets build. Well, I say fleet. We got a fleet building, let's say. 7 days out before we have warships, so we can attempt to piss the aliens off even more by attacking them. Media spotlight. The world's media is focused on us. Just who are the initiative, they ask. A mysterious organization influencing governments globally, which seems to have recently sprung up out of nowhere. What is their real agenda? Can they be trusted with vast powers they wield? Will they solve the alien problem or make it much, much worse? All these questions and more are being asked daily and the public is concerned. We can ignore it, which we're probably not going to do. You can fund a publicity campaign. We can leverage this for influence or lie and deflect. We'll publicly fund a campaign.
Offering support.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Okay, so we're going to do that like 3 more times and then move on to the next counselor.
The people will come to our side.
Okay. India 1, I want you to go say hello to the aliens if they're currently visiting Earth. I say, as the aliens are not currently visiting Earth, are they? Nope, there are no aliens in Earth orbit right now. Well, we got a welcoming party for them when they show up. They'll probably show up reasonably soon. It's probably some inbound right now. I would guess. We get the destroyer arriving in just under 13 days, 22 days, 90 days, 68 days. Okay. So in 13 days, we'll have someone to go say hi
We'll be
to.
ready for new orders soon. Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay, there's gas core. In the meantime, let's work on energy labs in the meantime. And then tech tree wise, do I need the? I probably do need the drive tech. Light bulb drive. Light bulb needs quartz drive, so yes, I do need the quartz drive to make the gas core fission work what I wanted to do. Burner's the other one that's pretty... We might actually do Burner. We'll see what ship size we go for this run. Burner, I think, is good for the Mission Control 1 size ships. Light Bulb, I think, was Mission Control 2 size ships. Burner, of course, is more fuel efficient, but it doesn't burn as fast, so you don't fly as good.
Recon complete.
So you can't push as big of a ship with it.
Our supporters are in place. Cleaning things up.
Took over a little island in the middle of nowhere. They're not going to bother with found space program here. You're not necessarily going to rebel, but you're definitely very unstable. It might actually be worth rebelling this place a couple times to get the government down and the inequality down. Yeah, we'll do something like that next. Yeah, that place basically costs like no control points. So as long as it isn't rebelling, so we have to keep taking it back. And as long as no one's interested in taking it from us, and the only ones who would take it from us is the servants right now. We can just take those little countries fairly easily.
Bringing them on board.
Where do you need me? Establishing our presence.
Ready. Taking control.
Okay.
Where do
you
you
can
need
keep
me?
following up on the aliens. So we get the xenology bonuses there.
Standing by. We'll recon the site.
Anyway, we're waiting for aliens to arrive. We're expecting some to arrive soon. Real soon. 3 days. 3 and a bit days.
Lending my expertise.
I think we had a breakthrough.
New project available. Hydra language. Fulfills objective communicate with captured Hydra. So that's a favorite. It's already India 1. It's likely to escape if it wants to. We'll finish Minsu End before we start saying hello to the alien. Here we go. We're engaging. They're willing to fight. Wandering Galaxy versus Ling and the rest of the Lings. We're gonna come in on... Yeah, high wall's probably fine. Full approach velocity. And slam the accelerator. It's not gonna make a real big difference on these drives, but we're gonna try. There's the crushing Galaxy-class destroyer. In theory, we've got enough firepower that, unless it takes evasive maneuvers and does the good old dodge, I think it will be very dead after the end of the engagement. The next question is, of course, will any of our guys survive the engagement? Missiles away. At least what can launch. So we are getting jamming. There comes its projectiles. And we almost certainly don't have enough frontal armor, so it's going to slam into us hard. 1 ship gone. 2 ship gone. 3 ship. Oh! 3rd ship hold, 4th ship hold. No, never mind. Question is, will we have any survivors? Twitch chat saying, highly unlikely, Captain. Quite possibly. It's only destroyed half the fleet. And we've actually closed half the distance. So, and the missiles are closed the other half the distance, so we'll see if we have any survivors. There's the point defense. Can it stop it all? The answer is no. One strat for this kind of storm tactic is intentionally have one ship vector off to record what the brave souls have accomplished. That's one option. Oh, I think we have one survivor. Question is, will the enemy ship survive the engagement? No. Oh, I was about to say the link house. No, Orca has survived. Of 8 ships, 1 survived, heavily damaged, but survival it did achieve. Twitch chat saying kamikaze ships. Almost, yeah. There we go. 7 for 1. Orca has Ensign Ija Nabil, a damage control officer, because, you know, he had to learn how to do damage control real fast. And Twitch chat saying, all early game ships are this way. And Twitch chat saying, best use of great missiles I've ever seen. Usually see Artemis missiles complete this mission, yeah. Great works for it. But as you see, I need to basically bring 8 ships to get enough missiles away. Although we've been able to some extent, studying alien technology before now, to have access to one of their craft in its entirety is a godsend to science. This is how they access our skies, this is how they travel within the solar system, this is what we must learn from and perhaps even emulate if we are to truly do the same ourselves. We've retrieved a valuable treasure trove, extraterrestrial technology, a raft of inscrutable machines whose even basic function currently eludes us. Metals whose very structure is wildly unfamiliar, and even screws and bolts with almost preposterous tensile strength. To call this a mother lode would be the understatement of the millennia.
We've recovered samples of an alien technology.
Research alien technology when it becomes available. There we go. Covered an alien corpse. And we were the first to defeat aliens in space, earning us 500 influence. And in fact, does have enough engine power to get itself back to base. Here's the energy lab. Get some... No, I should work on trying to get the labs done. So we got some basic labs to toss up in places. Although I should do a different one than the one we're doing from neural engineering. Okay. Do the military one. Oh, and let's queue up another 8 ships. So, we scored our first kill. For at least a little while, the goal with alien ships is to delay their missions, not, other than the very first kill, not actually kill them.
Recon complete.
We found something.
We're taking over.
Victor 6 has completed its transfer. We're going to let it be for the moment. That's not Tanzania.
We'll be ready for new orders
Is that
soon.
Tanzania? That's Tanzania. We're not going to bother this finding space program here or spoiling. Probably do want to focus on trying to fix the place. What was I doing? 3, 3, 2, 2. Oh, because the funding's already capped on there. That's fair. Yeah, that'll work.
Our supporters are in place. Wrapping up here. I'm here.
Okay. Back around our missions, we're going to go ahead and... Actually,
Acknowledged.
you can keep... Oh, you investigate the crash site. Okay.
Investigating alien site.
You can
At
take
your service.
that one,
We'll be running this place in no time.
and then you can go take over Tanzania. Oh no, we already have
Ready
you
to
assigned
go.
to doing Tanzania, that's fair.
Your orders?
Do the easiest one, which is Suriname.
Bringing them to our side.
Means the end will finish basically as soon as the day ends.
I will help them.
We've completed the means the end project. Where others see threat, we see only opportunity. There is no doubt these aliens have access to resources and technologies we can only dream of. So our foremost goal must be the acquisition of such wonders for ourselves. Achieving this is far from simple, but after extensive strategizing, a path is clear, though it is necessarily a somewhat indirect one.
Someone must lead humanity through this difficult time. No one has the talent, vision, or resources that we do.
As he says, no one has the vision, talent, or resources that we do. Let's finish up Alien Flora before we start on Hydrogen or Hydra language. This will be done in like a couple days.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
I'll do that 2 more times, unless I've miscounted, in which case I'll be doing it an extra time than I probably need. But... Initiatives, long-term investments are providing profit. Oh, that reminds me. I wonder, guys, you probably want the Parasite Development Team. Control Nation, Purge, Public Campaign, Control Space Asset provides 15 Persuasion, which is more than you need. 5 Investigate, 5 Espionage, 5 Admin on a 3-star council. And I can put on the 2-star. We can probably put the Mission Control one on you. And that's going to be actually more persuasion than you need, so I can actually take persuasion off of you and put it on other people. And we may contemplate doing that. Krishat saying, time to drop the lesser persuasion orgs. Yeah, or move them around. Probably move them around to other counselors. We pulled them off of a different counselor to put on him. Completed Alien Flora project. There we go. Spread the higher control point cap around, yeah. Exactly. Field objective, research alien technology. Yeah, we'll want that. Then didn't immediately get put to the top there. Is it gonna be... No. Oh, there it is at the top. Do you want to do the technology first or the language first? I think I need both of them for what I want to do, which is the threat reduction text. We'll do language, assuming I need to talk to them. Well, be able to talk to them, even if it's just to lie to them about how threatening we are. Okay, military science lab is done. Work on the climate lab then. Gonna wait until we get around to the end of this council action. We'll do the reorganization on the orgs, and then we'll put the next part break in for YouTube.
Yes, what we found.
Our presence is growing.
There we are, into Tanzania. We're gonna start slowly fixing it. Well, fixing it so that I don't have to micro it, basically. There's basically no control point cost to keeping these little guys that no one wants, so
Our presence
we'll take
is
them over
growing.
slowly.
We've got our people in place.
Tourist booth, we'll probably want that. And they did nerf it. It used to have no boost cost on it, and that made it really powerful. Now has a boost cost on it. Okay, and then we want to get into... Which one is it? You. You. So right now we have 8 more persuasion on you than we need. So I should take some persuasion off. Or, yeah, should take some persuasion off. The other thing would be to move the Parasite org over to my investigator. Because my investigator was on my old persuasion guy. But either way, we're going to be having to take persuasion off somewhere. And trying to move it to the other one, right? That's what's going to go on. Okay, so we're 8 over, so we want to take 8 off. You still need this for the public campaign. No, the Parasite development team provides that, so we can take that one off. That makes sense to take off. That leaves us another... We'll say 7 to take off. I think the rest are all evens. Makes it a little hard to take exactly 7 off. We'll probably leave a spare one on you for the moment. So we'll take the 6 off, effectively. We put more signs on him. We're not going to be devising with him. We're doing mostly persuade. Nah, we want that to be more investigate. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with your leftover slots. That's actually a pretty good one. That's 2-2. Slot that one, for example. The other person we want persuasion on is you, although... Actually, we can do that. We can work that. I can take the mission control options off. Take the public campaign one off. Put you on. And you on. Take you off. Put you on. And then... memory serves, I can take you up to 25 admin. We took the 3 admin off earlier, so you're actually short on admin. give you one for the moment. Put the espionage on you. In the long run, we're going to swap that espionage one for this one for another 2 persuasion. You probably want either command or espionage. We're going to go command. And then back around to you with all our spare space for the moment. You've got 6 space, so we can just put the mission control back on, keep the mission control functional. At some point, that's going to be a bit surplus to requirements, because we're going to have enough mission control from other sources that we don't care about it from orgs. Early on, these were very good. Mainly actually for the boost, not for the mission control, but they were also pretty good for the mission control. As we care less and less about having mission control because of the threat cap, I'm going to be caring less about the mission control in those orgs.
We'll bring this nation to our side.
What's the op? Putting our people in place.
What's the op? Establishing control.
Ready for my mission. Taking it to them.
And this is probably a good place to put a part break in. Things are definitely improving. And I'm probably at the point where we can start to expand stations for research, mostly, in Earth orbit. I think we can happily go up to like 60 mission control from HABs at this point, saving them like the other 40 out of the first 100 for ships. So that gives us a good, what, 22 more mission control worth of stuff. So that's like 7 more HABs, 7 more Earth HABs, put them on various types of science to get the science multipliers up. Right now we've only got 2 types in Earth orbit. We've got Xeno and Space. So this is the Space one, the other one is the Xeno one. We can get all the boost type, or the bonus types in Earth, and that'll probably have a good base round of science, as well as a good bunch of multipliers. Because right now you can see we got a good multiplier on Space, we got a good multiplier on Xeno. We actually technically have decent on material and life on Mars, but we get even better if we did that on Earth. You're watching YouTube, there'll be part up tomorrow. I'm gonna take a short break here for Twitch. It's once more, it's in the middle of the stream, it's time to go make a new cup of tea. So as soon as the cup of tea is made, we'll be back and streaming some more. I'm going to try to record 2 more parts, so another 2 hours of streaming today. So I wish you all the best of luck and a good time, and catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.